I want to make a video for the brand new Amazon seller. I want to make a video for the person who has never sold an item before, who is just getting started, and maybe you have a big goal of, replacing your income, or, maybe you just want to make $1,000 a month, or maybe you want to make more money than you've ever made in your life, and you want to do $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month. Just know it is possible selling on Amazon. It's 100% possible, but what you have to understand is it takes time. I don't care what business you're looking to grow, it takes time. I've been experimenting with some other businesses behind the scenes that I might make some videos about, and I've been struggling. It's a challenge. When something is new, sometimes we lose patience. We think we're going to get results really quick. We see somebody else who's getting the results, and we say to ourselves, like, we should be able to get that in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's not reality. And then sometimes we fall into the trap of thinking, well, I can get it in 2 or 3 weeks if I just do everything that they're doing. So you end up, maybe hiring a big team, or like I see a lot of Amazon sellers, they'll go and they'll buy like a brand new Rolo printer, right? When they could have just used their normal laser printer and just did 30 up labels. They invest in all the listing softwares and all the sourcing softwares. They buy a new computer, and they think that by, buying all these tools and all the shiny objects that, it's gonna make them money. And the reality is, when you're new, you literally have to, like, my advice is start on a budget. Don't spend a bunch of money and go into debt, because at least for me, there's been a lot of things over the years that I ended up getting really gung-ho about, and I spent a bunch of money, and then I was like, I don't even like this business. I don't even want to do this. This isn't for me. So that's why I say, when you're new, you've kind of got to go through the jungle. You've got to fight the good fight, and you have to not lie to yourself thinking that spending, $50 a month here, $300 on this printer, or getting a new computer, or buying this $2,000 course is going to save you. It's better to honestly start on a budget, on a shoestring budget, and literally just go through the motions. So I would say, if you're a brand new seller, don't go out and spend all this money right now. And, I use all the fancy, scanners and listing softwares, and I have a team, right? And I have a prep center, and I've bought a new computer for my business, and I've got the new hands-free scanner to scan my items in fast, and, the printer and all this stuff. But the reality is, I've been doing this for over 10 years. If I was you, I would start on a very small budget, and I would focus on, number one, making sure you get your account approved, okay? So if you're watching all the videos and you're studying and you're spending all this money, stop right now. Get your Amazon account approved, okay? So you're gonna have to go in, verify your identity, put your bank account information in. You're gonna get a postcard sent to your house, and you're gonna have to get approved. And then you're gonna have to list your first item, and then ship your first item. And even before that, you're gonna have to learn how to scan items. I wouldn't even go out and buy Scout IQ or Scoutly in the beginning. I would start using the Amazon Seller app without a scanner. I wouldn't buy a scanner. I wouldn't invest in, Scout IQ or Scoutly. I wouldn't invest in GoToLister. I wouldn't invest in all this bookkeeping software. I wouldn't buy like a domain for my business and a website and incorporate and get an LLC, because honestly, when you're brand spanking new, you want to find out, is this something you like? You want to start getting some results in the beginning instead of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and going into debt. So I would set up my Amazon account. I would download the Amazon Seller app. I would start going to some thrift stores, some library sales, and I'd start scanning with the Amazon Seller app without a scanner, right? Yes, it's gonna be a little bit slow. It's gonna be clunky. You are gonna be wasting your time a little bit. Like, you're not gonna be as efficient, compared to somebody who, has Scoutly or Scout IQ with the scanning app. And then when you, source those items, it's going to be slow and clunky listing it through Amazon Seller app. But guess what? When you go through the troubles of, having to scan with the Amazon Seller app, listing without GoToLister, you don't have the really nice Rolo printer, right? When you do that, you're putting in the hard work, and not only are you building confidence, but when you start getting results, like, you're going to build momentum. And that's a big, big key. Building momentum in the beginning, putting in the hard work, starting to get some results. And when you start making some money, then I would slowly start to invest into, maybe you join Reselling Freedom, which is my membership. It's only about $1 per day. Get some more coaching. Don't go out and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars when you're new. It's not necessary. That's why I built resellingfreedom.com, because I wanted to help people who are new and, it helps people who are intermediates and advanced as well. We have coaches in there who are doing over $1 million per year, multiple coaches. But when you're new, I don't want to charge people all this money, and I don't think it's the best thing for people. So maybe then you get reselling freedom, right? And then maybe you invest in a $50 scanner like the Natamu scanner. Then, you start selling some more items and making some more money, and maybe you get yourself Scout IQ or Scoutly so you could scan faster. And then when you start sourcing all these items and you find yourself, listing for 3 or 4 hours with Amazon Seller Central, you say to yourself, okay, now I'm ready to invest in GoToLister. And it's almost like you deserve it now because you've put in the work, you're getting results, you're building momentum, you're telling yourself, hey, I'm gonna go to the library sale, and you do it. You tell yourself, I'm gonna go to the thrift store, and you do it, right? You get knocked down, you have some failures, but you keep getting back up and you're growing, and then you put an ad out on Nextdoor app, and maybe you hit a pawn shop and find some DVDs. Maybe you take some time to, go to christianbook.com, buy 10 DVDs for 20 or 30 bucks, get the invoice, upload it to Amazon, and you get ungated. You're building momentum. You're stacking W's, right? Sometimes actually, I do a to-do list, and then as I go through my day and I check it off like I'll write a W next to it. I'm trying to stack the W's. The more W's you can stack, the more excited you get, the more you deserve, in my opinion, to start investing more and spending more on the business. And let's not joke around about this. If you want to grow an Amazon business, it certainly takes an investment. A lot of the people out there who are telling you that they're making all this money, they don't tell you that for the first 3, 6, 12 months, they maybe weren't making that much money, or they had to invest X amount of time or dollars into the business. It's certainly a process. So I know I'm talking fast. I know I'm spewing out a lot of stuff here, but I'm just so passionate about anybody starting a new business, including myself, not going into debt, not spending more money than necessary, and not thinking that buying the next tool or software is going to solve the problem of you not working hard. We have to work hard. We have to put in the time. We have to be willing to fail. And the more we fail and the more effort we put in and the more we learn to do things, even if they're inefficient in the beginning, we're stacking those W's. We're literally casting a vote that, hey, I've got a goal and I'm doing it. And even though I might not be the most efficient and I'm not making as much money, you're doing it. And guess what? I'm telling you, man, all those things that you're doing in your business, all the things that you're learning, all the action that you're taking, it's going to get so much easier when you have all the nice tools and softwares. But first, you have to put in that hard work. So let me know what you got out of this video, guys. Hopefully this inspired you, but just want to make a video for the person who's, on the newer side of starting an Amazon business, and let me know your thoughts down below. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.